Hi y'all, thanks for stopping by Designed by Kathy. Today I'm excited to do this pour. I played around with one the other day and so I'm really excited to do this. I'm going to call this Break the Sink Strainer Pour. I hope it comes out half as good as the one that I did the other day because I was super happy with it. But of course I didn't record it because I'm just playing around. You know, sometimes you got to experiment a little bit here and there. But anyway, it came out really cool and it was fun to do. It's a little messy, so I'm going to go put on an old shirt and get the paints ready. So let's get right to pouring. The supplies I'm going to need for this particular pour, the sink strainer, you don't have to use a spinner, but you get different results doing each one, so neither one is bad. It's just what effect you're going for. I want the spinner today. This is a regular little cake spinner, and this is my concoction. I don't recommend this particular, what I used here, this board, because it's too thick, it's too heavy, it weights down my spinner, so I have to keep doing. However, the thing is, I was impatient the day I fixed this, and so it just has to work for me now because I've well bonded glue this to the top. This will allow me to use different size canvases, plus what I've got my 12 by 12 canvas here, and I've just got some painter's tape on the back. So I'm gonna fix it right here, and this will hold it down just enough to where when I spin, I'm gonna knock paint over, where I spin, I don't sling it off into the oblivion. So there's that. I'm gonna use this little comb, this little hair comb thing, and of course my strainer. I'm going to be using burnt sienna, yellow ochre. I've got a metallic rich espresso, ultramarine blue, and I'm going to use just a little bit of a peacock teal. So I'm going to do just an outer edge or a base on here to start with. And again, you're going to want to really wear protective clothing and whatnot in your surfaces because doing the spin, it gets pretty messy. But it's still pretty fun to do. You definitely want to keep your paper towels on hand for this little, you get a little messy. I get a little messy. Maybe I'm just messy. But I like to have fun. I like to do this because it pleases me. It makes me feel good. And it makes me feel even better when you guys watch and like it and leave me comments. It just really is a great feeling. So I appreciate you subscribers and I appreciate you viewers because that is why I keep doing videos. I'm gonna keep painting. That's a given. But to do the videos, it's all about you guys. So I'm gonna put down, like I said, a base, and I'm gonna go with black. This is black that I have mixed up with my Floetrol. 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. And I picked these up the other day, just little plastic spatulas. I've got the others. These just seem to clean up so well, and they're lighter. So as you're dragging across your canvas, you're not pulling, you know, the others are just heavier. And I just think these just kind of flow across it just a little better. You know, no big deal. Whatever works for you. You can use a sponge brush, you can use your hands, whatever, you know. There's just really no rules. this just cleans off really nicely. And then I've got those, there's some wipes that you get that are, you know, for paint, just for paint. And they'll just clean that all right off. It's just super, super nice. I like it. Now I'm going to get my edges before we get started. I want to go ahead and get the edges and corners. Corners, you know, they don't like to cooperate sometimes, but get my edges and my corners. Probably going to need a little more paint over here. Oh, no, that one did pretty good. The other thing, if you're using the spinner, you want to be sure and clean it off pretty quickly. Get your move your canvas away and clean your spinner, because once that paint dries, it gets sticky, and then you have to pry it apart, and that's not fun. Oh, okay. That looks to be just what we need. Okay, now there are multiple ways of doing the spinner. I mean the sink strainer. You can pour a dirty cup, clearly. You can do that. Or what I'm going to do today, and again, there's no right, no wrong. It's whatever you want to do. Try it both ways, because you're going to get different looks and different definitions. I do see they have lots of bubbles. So let's see if we can snag some of those out of here. Okay. I'm hoping that's the center. I am the worst at eyeballing. So I'm going to start. Let me see what order I want to go in. That's going to be the fun part. I think in between, I'm going to put the teal. I'm going to start with the metallic. Then I'm going to go with the teal. And then the yellow ochre, ultramarine blue, and the burnt sienna. So that's the order I'm going to go in. And I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of each color and continue to layer that. I'm just doing a little bit at a time. So I'm going to start the assembly line there. Because I can't tell you how many times I've like, what order did I do that in? Ooh, the ultramarine is pretty. Well, all of these are. I love these colors. Also try to make sure that your surface is pretty level, because it'll, you know, and mine is pretty level. It's not 100%, but the closer you can get it, I'm telling you, the better, because you'll have it all wanting to run one direction. And as you can see, mine's probably not completely level because it's trying to go that way faster than I want it to. Really want a little more of that yellow ochre to pop on out there, man. Do one more little small layer here, just one, and I think that's going to be enough for this. Is a 12 by 12 canvas. Clearly the number of layers and the amount of paint you use is going to totally depend on what size canvas that you are using, but keep your paints mixed in something that you can put a top on, and keep them, label them. Don't assume like me that, oh, I'll remember that color, and then you don't. So just label them and they will keep well. Sometimes if you've had them for a pretty good while, you may have to add a little more Floetrol, or a little bit of, I use a little mixture of 20% water and 80% Floetrol that you can put little dabs in. Okay, I'm going to set everything as far away from me as possible. Happy colors. We wanted happy colors today. We've got a lot going on that's not so happy around the world and our country. So, hey, pour some paint, people. Take your mind off all of the negative. Again, keeping the paper towels handy. All right, so now what I want to do first is I'm going to spin, and this is the messy part. It's going to sling everywhere. So, but mine, again, because this is too heavy, you know what? I saw somebody else, they glued paint, the big, long paint stirring sticks. Glue those to your spinner, and those will be a nice little lightweight. Oh man, oh my gosh, now I don't want to break it, but I'm going to, because that's what I said I was going to do. But anyway, it's okay, because this is just going to give some really different little looks and effects through here. I'm going to just drag some of this black. Just go up through here and make some kind of shapes. And again, keep your paper towels, because you're going to want to wipe it off between each one. Start with a clean sweep here. All right, I'm going to give it another spin. I feel like I just got my exercise for the day. Oh man, this is awesome. Again, very messy, but this is fun. Like I said, I know you're going to say, it was looking great like it was, and it was. But then just to take something as little and trivial as this, change it up. It's just so much fun. So, hey, I hope you give it a try and let me know how yours goes. If you have any questions, don't forget to pop it in a comment below. And hey, let me know what you think of it. What do you think of this? So I'd love to hear your comments. And thank you again, subscribers. And if you're just popping in to Design by Kathy, I certainly do appreciate it. And I hope you'll subscribe as well. So everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and love everybody. So, you know what? I will see you next time.